and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. My name is Rhonda. I am a type 2 diabetic. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in 2022 and I did lose 50 pounds completely naturally. However, it didn't matter. The inflammation was still there. My A1C wasn't budging. Long story long, September of 2024, my doctor did put me on Mounjaro, and I have in the over a year been on Mounjaro. I have incorporated peptides into my journey. If you are new here and you are looking at a low carb lifestyle and you are a type 2 diabetic, you are pre-diabetes, you're dealing with any type of PCOS metabolic disorder, I do have what I eat in a days that I have started like uploading here on the channel if you guys want to go ahead and check those out. Today I am going to talk about my tesamorelin, ipamorelin peptide that I am now going into my third week on. I never documented any of my other peptides that I had done starting in 2024, but now that I'm openly talking to you guys about my GLP-1 journey and my type 2 diabetes, a lot of you guys have expressed a lot of interest in wanting to hear of how I'm not only incorporating the peptides, but how they're working for me. So what I will say, first and foremost, talk to your doctor and let your doctor know. Now, I personally do get mine from my peptides from a telehealth. My Mounjaro comes from my actual doctor. You can get your peptides also from an actual doctor on the telehealth. So I'll talk more about that later, but I had a lot of questions of people like, does your doctor know? Do you get these from a doctor? Blah, blah, blah. How can I get them? All of that is always linked for you guys. But let's go ahead and I feel like maybe talk about what tesamorelin and ipamorelin actually does and what it is. I'm just going to read it off the site because God forbid your girl actually keep that kind of knowledge handy dandy in her brain. Not so much. This is a little bit of a summary of tesamorelin and ipamorelin. It is a synthetic peptide that they work together to support the body's natural growth hormone and helping to promote fat metabolism, recovery, and hormonal balance. So first and foremost, what I am going to say is I personally feel like, obviously, talking to your doctor and having your blood work done is very much important before you are starting any type of peptide. I started looking at the tesamorelin ipamorelin blend because if you watched an earlier video I uploaded, I had talked about last year trying samorelin, and although I really liked it, I didn't feel like I quite got the benefits from it that I was kind of looking for. So that is why I went ahead and I am now starting my third week of the tesamorelin ipamorelin. And I think from the research I've done, you really need to give this a good, I think almost 6 months to really see the full potential benefits. So this is supposed to be great for your muscles, fat burning, and energy. And one thing that I noticed right away with me taking it is my sleep, baby. It is something that I've heard a lot of people say that they've noticed really good sleep improvement with, and that is definitely something that I have been noticing. Like, I wake up and I'm like, wow, I was really dreaming last night, you know, kind of crazy and vivid dreams, but not bad dreams. They haven't been like bad dreams whatsoever, but I'm definitely getting a more restful, deeper night's sleep, which is really nice. And that is, they say, one of the first things that you're going to start noticing with this. As far as the energy level goes, okay, it could be placebo because like I said, I'm only in week 3 of this, but I will say I definitely feel like I have a lot of energy, like a lot of energy, which is really nice. Now, granted, I do take other peptides such as glutathione, NAD+, and everything, but this is just I don't feel like I'm typically crashing like I used to at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon kind of dealio, you know, like where I needed that NAD+, which to me is really nice. It does also highlight in here that potential benefits of this is, of course, fat loss and body composition support. So for me, I do work out a minimum of 3 days a week for a minimum of an hour. That's incorporating 30 minutes of cardio, which I am a nerd and I forget the actual technical metric or wording, whatever, but you take 220, you minus your age, and that's going to be your perfect heart rate when you are in a cardio state and you are doing any type of cardio workout. So for me personally, with my age of being 47, I can't get my heart rate over 173 without running the risk of upping the cortisol levels, which is the last thing you want to do, especially as a woman who's trying to balance her freaking hormones, that is in perimenopause. So with that said, I do a 30-minute cardio. Typically that is walking, jogging, or running, or incorporating kind of like a HIIT where I'm running and then I come down to a slow jog, run again, slow jog kind of deal, but never letting my heart rate go over 173. I also do resistance and weight training, and that is the other 30 minutes. So I'll do 15 for arms, 15 for legs, minimum of 3 days a week. If we are traveling, I'm doing walking kind of dealios, or I will do like workouts in my room because I do have the Peloton app. So I always make sure to stick to that. And as we're aging, it's so flippin' important to keep your body moving, keep your heart rate going, keep the blood pumping and everything. So for me, when I saw like the composition support, that was something that I was like very intrigued in to see, which again, your girl's only 3 weeks deep. All right, we're only 3 weeks deep. So I'm not going to see any muscle potential gains just yet. But the sleep, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, it does say muscle recovery and lean muscle preservation is a potential side effect that you can see. And I love that because I would say after my run sometimes I would kind of definitely feel it. Not really feeling it anymore, which is nice. Like I still will go and take an Epsom salt bath to help, but it's not at all like it used to be. Funny enough, I was dealing with my hip flexor being agitated, and it was because of a different leg workout I was doing that kind of aggravated it. But I noticed now it's doing definitely much better, and I'm sure this probably plays a role in that. It does say that it has anti-aging and longevity support. It does have a metabolic optimization. So my metabolic system is completely shot. I mean, we know that. I'm a type 2 diabetic. I have PCOS. I have hormonal imbalances. You know, like, I mean, granted, we're getting all that squared away. But I will say, I will do anything to help any type of improvement of hormonal health and metabolic health, you know. It does have cognitive function and neuroprotection, and I am someone who has ADHD, so I don't know if I've noticed that just yet, to be honest with you. I do feel like, and I was just telling my husband, I just feel like my creative juices have just really been flowing. And he's like, you've been putting a lot of hours in with work. Because, I mean, keep in mind, I have 3 channels that I upload content on a channel every day. Like 7 days a week, there are videos going up, whether it's on Hotmess in the House, Hotmess Mama MD, or Hotmess Mama Vlogs. So there is some sort of content going up across the channels every day. There's something, whether it's a short, it's a video, it's something. And then of course I'm active over on TikTok, and of course then I have Instagram and LTK, which I'm trying to be better about. I'm very, very busy and active, and then of course, you know, doing my chores around the house and everything. So he did say, like, you seem to just be going, and I'm like, I know. I mean, even I was talking to my best friend about it. She's like, girl, I don't know how you're doing it. Like, you're in constant go mode. And I'm like, she's like, please don't burn yourself out. And I'm like, I'm not. Like, I know when my body gets to the point, like, I love a good rot day. And I won't lie. Today would have been the iconic rot day because it's rainy. It's dreary. It's cold. I'm in a sweatsuit, you all, and we're not, it's the beginning of October, okay? It is just the epitome of fall's here. And if it's fake fall, I'd be really happy because I love 80-degree weather and higher. And it was funny because I was talking to someone today, and she was like, are you like from Florida or California? And I'm like, no, I'm from Tennessee, and raised pretty much here in Kentucky. I love warm weather. You've got to remember too, I'm outside as much as I can be. So anyways, I'm tangenting. That's what I do. Another thing that you may see is sleep support and recovery enhancement. Hands down, I've definitely seen that thus far. I'm so excited to continue to document this journey on tesamorelin, ipamorelin, because I feel like it's only going to get better from here. And it does say energy and vitality, and individuals are noticing an increased amount of energy, stamina, and general well-being. I definitely feel like I am seeing that going into my 3rd week for sure with the energy. Now, I will say I am someone who prioritizes my sleep. I mean, you will catch me starting my wind down at about 8:30. I am in bed religiously by 9, and I'm typically always sleeping by 9:30 or 10, and then I'm right back up by anywhere from 5:30 to 7 a.m. somewhere in there. But I very much prioritize my sleep because I am very scared of not getting sleep. I'm not a nice person when I don't get sleep, and everyone keeps warning me with perimenopause and menopause that you become an insomniac, and I'm like, dear God, please no, because I am not a nice person without sleep. Now, here's something that one thing is I'm going to stress that was stressed to me when starting like a tesamorelin, ipamorelin. You definitely have to work out on these peptides. One telehealth provider, he flat out told me you need a minimum of 120 minutes of exercise every week to reap the benefits of it. I guess maybe he meant like the muscle side of things. I don't know, because I was already doing the workout, so I can't necessarily say either way on that. I noticed right away sleep. Another thing is a lot of people will say you can hold water, whether it's tesamorelin, the ipamorelin blend. You always need to be mindful of your water intake in general. So I do now a minimum of 3 of my 40 ounces. If I can do 4 of them, I do, just because I want to make sure that my body is constantly getting the flushing and everything out that it needs, because I don't want to have to retain water. I personally would not recommend a tesamorelin or tesamorelin, ipamorelin if you are trying to lose weight, because I feel like from different research that I've seen and different people talking about it, they've gotten almost frustrated because of the water weight. Now, the water weight does go away from my research that I've done. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not your doctor. So either talk to your doctor or talk to your telehealth provider. But with that said, I've noticed that a lot of people will say they'll gain up to 10 pounds on this. And I've always heard it's because of the water weight. So it can be counteractive by making sure you are watching your sodium intake and making sure you're drinking enough water. So definitely be mindful of that. But I will continue to do updates on my tesamorelin, ipamorelin, and let you guys know my results. Like I said, I can't complain so far when it comes to the sleep. The sleep has been beauteous. I've not noticed any type of water weight, but 2, I eat very clean and I drink nothing but water, and every couple days I do a sugar-free liquid IV. I love those. I swear by them. They came out with strawberry watermelon and it's so flipping good. Oh, let me just tell you, it's so delicious. Peach is still my favorite. I'm all about that peach, but anyways, I do have a coupon code to Liquid IV if you do want to save some money, and they did come out with a strawberry kiwi energy, which is really good. Very delicious. I actually have 2 bags of those. So if you kind of feel like you need a little boost, you can take that. I can't necessarily say that I felt like it gave me any type of, I don't know, because I already felt like I had energy. So I can't say whether or not you're going to notice energy when it comes to the strawberry kiwi energy liquid IV. So a lot of you guys have asked, Rana, where can I get these peptides? I'm interested in the peptides, and you can get them from LEMD. That is the place that I have partnered with. I like them. Their customer service is really good, and they're quick to respond if you have any questions regarding the peptides. And I really like the fact that you don't have to purchase like a GLP-1 in order to get your peptides. If you just only want to get your peptides from them, you can do that, which is really nice. So I'll have a link to them down below if you are interested in picking up the peptides from them. You guys ask where I get my peptides from. There you go. LEMD. So anyways, that's my little update. I will continue to update you guys again, maybe once a month. How often do you guys think I should update you guys on this? I'm getting ready to hop off and film my GHKCU copper peptide update. I'm hopping off for now. Thank you guys so much for being here, so much for watching and joining me on this journey. I love that you guys are as interested in this journey as I am, and you guys have just been so warm and welcoming of me being open and talking about everything, which I definitely appreciate. So I'm hopping off for now, and I will have a link down below for the LEMD if you guys are interested in picking it up. Like I said, they do offer the GLPs, which is like a semaglutide and the tirzepatide. If you guys are interested in that, they also offer like an oral version. I've not tried any of their GLP-1s, so I can't attest to that. I can just talk about their peptides and all that other stuff. So anyways, friends, the link will be below. If you have more questions, definitely leave them in the comment section. I love being able to make videos based on questions you guys have had. And until next time, as always, kisses from Kentucky. Bye. With you, I feel like breaking rules on the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about